Coinbase is launching a new blockchain initiative. And in this video, I want to talk about 5 things that stick out for me. I want to talk about if I see value in this, if I don't see value in this. I want to talk about upsides, risks, potentials, whether you should be investing in this new blockchain, if you actually can invest, and a few of my other thoughts. So dive in. I'm at the airport, by the way, so if in the background, hear some noise, it's because I'm on a business trip for 2 days, and so I thought I'll do this video here at the airport. Okay, so first and foremost, what happened? Coinbase announced that they are launching layer 2 built on top of the Optimism stack, on top of Ethereum. It's obviously going to be open source. They announced that just yesterday. When you look into the into GitHub, you see that they made the testnet live 3 weeks ago. So today they're announcing this, and they are planning on going into the mainnet. They're talking about in the summer. So that's kind of the timeline here. Just looking at the GitHub at the moment, it looks like there were 5 commits being done. Some renaming, so not all too much, to be honest, so far in the whole process. Now, absolutely key, and this is just crazy because people are already trading some base token that does not, like, that's a total different token. They are not going to be creating their own token. It's purely going to be centered around Ethereum. That's going to be interesting when I talk about bullish, bearish opportunities, risks, and so on. So as a whole, it doesn't look all too planned out for too long, because Brian Armstrong, the CEO, a couple of months ago still said that they are not planning any kind of blockchain initiative, and now they're going out and doing one. So it seems that in the last couple of months, maybe with the SEC, they're kind of going this route. And so that's kind of what we know so far. So let me go into some speculation on my part. Why are they doing this? What is their motivation behind it, and so on? I think on the one hand, they want to have a possibility to escape the CeFi regulation. Now, we've seen this a lot from Gary Gensler, from the SEC, and so on. So that could be a big opportunity to kind of escape that regulation. The second part, obviously, there's a lot of crypto natives coming in. Coinbase has 100 million users, more or less. About 10 million of them trade on a regular basis. So they want to offer something for them. They want to capture that market, and obviously they want to be in control of that ecosystem. So this is a bit of the motivation. They're building on top of Ethereum, which makes, in my opinion, most sense for them as well. They work with the Optimism team, so I think that's all very much aligned. So that is obviously a bit of the motivation behind this, kind of being able to escape some of the regulation, have some possibilities, add more customers. Great. So let's talk about potential upsides, potential downsides. Who's going to win in all this? Well, obviously, I think the entire DeFi sector as a whole is going to win. I think Ethereum is going to win. Everyone that's building on top of Ethereum, any kind of layer 2, I think will also win. There will be strong network effects. So if you're investing also in DeFi chain, I think that's going to be a big winner. Obviously, Optimism, Ethereum, this kind of system. A big question is going to be how much is Coinbase going to be able to pull actual users over, attract builders, attract projects, right? So we're going to have to see that. But I think that's going to be definitely the winners. And then obviously, what's the risks? Who are the losers? I do think that all the other layer 1s here are really being put under pressure. So all the Ethereum competitors, they, in my opinion, really lose from this deal and partnership. Coinbase is one of the largest CeFi players. They're going to bring massive attention to Ethereum with that. So to me, these are some of the biggest losers. Big risk here, though, in all of that is regulation. At the moment, regulation has stopped globally at the protocol level. So blockchains so far haven't been regulated. This could change now, right? Gary Gensler, the SEC, could step in and say, listen, we're going to regulate the protocol level as well now. We want to stop what Coinbase is trying to do here. And obviously, that is a big risk out of all of that. But as a whole, I think this is very bullish. Now, obviously, there are very critical voices already. Where these critical voices coming from? Mainly, obviously, from the Bitcoin kind of side of things, because it makes sense. Bitcoiners are a bit scared of that now, and obviously the Ethereum kind of competitors. Now, what's one of the criticism here? It is that the way this is structured right now is extremely centralized. There's this. It's not like a coordinator. It's not that way, but there's this system that sorts the transactions, and that system in theory could completely halt the chain. At the moment, this is completely controlled by Coinbase, so there is, at least at the beginning, zero blockchain, and everything is basically a centralized database. And they need to decentralize that down the line, right? So let's see if they're doing this, how they're doing this, what's their process in this. So this is, I think, a bit of the criticism. But as a whole, I think this is very, very bullish for this DeFi space. Very bullish for anyone working with your layer 2s. And so I think that's quite exciting. Please do not fall for scams that tell you that you can invest into a base token. So this, you have to be extra careful with that. And yeah, obviously on the company side here at Cake, we're going to be looking closely into that. Maybe looking into some partnerships, maybe looking into what we can do there. I think on DeFi chain side as a community, it's going to be quite interesting to see kind of network effects there, strengths there. So yeah, as a whole, looks quite good. So yeah, data yesterday also from China looking quite promising. So that's interesting. Yeah, so not much else to add. I hope you're staying healthy, staying safe, having a good end of a week. And yeah, I'm gonna go and catch my flight. So with that, see you soon at the next video. Subscribe, like, comment. Obviously subscribe to the podcast if you're listening to the audio version. And then I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.